And India Today's Access chilling details recorded in the charge sheet against the accused. So Santosh Deshmukh, he's the Sarpanch in Beed area, and he had exposed this extortion racket. So they caught hold of him. The accused, they caught hold of him. They wanted him not to make that extortion complaint. So they beat him, and I want to get to these details. So they beat him with iron rods. They beat him with sticks and with motorcycle chains. That's the information that we've been able to glean. Let me also get you more information. He was stripped and tied to a vehicle so that when he's beaten, he's unable to run away. Deshmukh was tortured for hours. Santosh Deshmukh, the Sarpanch, was tortured for hours. He begged for water. So when he begged for water, instead of giving him water to drink, they actually urinated on his face. That's not all. They made him sit without clothes on the ground, half naked, and as he lay bleeding, they urinated on him again, all over again. It happened for hours. With a 41-inch gas pipe, they were beating him, and they beat him to death. Not only that, they actually recorded a video, and not one, multiple videos and photographs, videos and audios. They made audio calls to each other during this assault. The accused, on their own mobile phones, were recording this. Not one, not two, not three, but 15 videos were made. 8 photographs of the assault were clicked by the accused themselves, because they apparently, and this is the information, and I'll get you more details on this in just a moment, this is what the Mumbai police charge sheet says, because they wanted to establish themselves as the law, as the power behind the power. I want to quickly cut across to India Today's Mustafa Sheikh, who joins us with more on this big story. Mustafa, this is shocking. Give us more details in terms of the accused and the alleged link that forced the Minister Munde to put in his papers. What legal and penal action now follow?
Exactly, Gaurav, you were sharing the details from the charge sheet which has been filed by the state CID in this case. This is not just a gruesome crime. It seems to be a crime which is connected with the political influence, and that's where the big story is, that in the area of Beed, there were politicians who were trying to establish themselves as people who will have the last word in the area. So this Santosh Deshmukh entire case had started when these people, these accused, had reached to ask for extortion from owner of a company who had set up a plant there. And Santosh Deshmukh, being a Sarpanch of that village, he stood up to that for the help of that company, for help of that businessman, saying that you cannot extort money from the businessman. That it was the ego of these accused which was hurt. They abducted him, as you mentioned, the chilling details which has come forward. But at the same time, when the name of Valmik Karat came up, who is connected in a business way to Dhananjay Deshmukh, who has just resigned as the Minister of Food and Civil Supplies in the cabinet of Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. So Dhananjay Munde and Valmik Karat's link were being established for over past 3 months. There were information after information which was coming out to show how the politicians were trying to grab the business area of Beed and run an extortion racket there. It doesn't end here. Now the CID will be further investigating whether somehow Dhananjay Munde is involved, how his link can be established. But at the same point, the photos of this entire the cruelty which has been committed by the accused came out in the charge sheets 3 months later, and then there was an uproar in the people, in the public, that there seems to be a straight connection, and the government is delaying Dhananjay Munde's resignation. And yesterday a meeting was called in which Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister, and Ajit Pawar, the NCP chief, was present, after which this decision was taken that Munde should resign on the moral grounds. And the further investigations will now happen. Back to you.
Further investigations, and that is what becomes very important.